This is the DEWALT 4.5-inch angle grinder. These are super for grinding, for cutting off metal pieces. That's what all I use them for. There aren't too many other uses, actually, but they are great for those things. This is a 20-volt XR. This is one of the latest models from DEWALT. And this is the tool only. You're gonna see what's in the box. So we've got the actual grinder here. Has a nice safety guard here. That's important. This can actually move as well. I'll show you that in just a minute. We have the instruction manual, and we have a handle, and we have an Allen key. That's what we get in the box, if we get the tool only. Now this handle, I'll show you that first, goes in right there, or right there, depending which hand you prefer to use for which situation, or if you have a dominant hand or what have you. You screw this on, make sure it's nice and tight, and Bob's your uncle, you're ready to go. Also screwed on the other side, of course. And we have the Allen key to lock and unlock. The older models of angle grinder, they have a special key with 2 teeth that you spin to unlock it. It's now gone with this model. All you do is in either one of these keyholes, put the hex key in. Gotta get it just right. There we go. This hex key is in. Then at the top, you push down this button. Hard to see, but this is a button right here. Push that down, and then keep spinning until it locks, which it will eventually. And now you can turn the hex key to either lock it if you go clockwise, or unlock it if you go counterclockwise. Once you have this off, this is where your blade goes. The blade of the disc has to fit a 4.5-inch grinder. This is one of my older blades. I don't have any DEWALT ones right now. This one is just an all-purpose general use blade. And then this has the 2 teeth. Gotta line those up with those 2 notches. Put that back on. Push down this button again, which stops the wheel from spinning freely. Screw it on as far as you can. Use the hex key to tighten it all the way. The last thing you want is this disc flying off while it's spinning 1,000 miles an hour. So make sure this is really tight. Now our blade is on. We have a 2-phase switch, just safety right here. You have to flip that back, then depress the trigger. If you don't flip that back, you can't depress the trigger. So that's key. This is also a brushless motor, which means you don't have to replace brushes. It's 50% more efficient than the brushed motors. And if you have the tool only, this is what you get without the blade. If you have a battery handy, like I do right here, we can pop the battery on, fire it up. Make sure the safety is depressed, and then pull the trigger. This also has a brake, which stops the blade in less than 2 seconds. So if I pull the trigger and spin this guy, watch how fast it slows down. It's not instant, but it's also not super long. It also has a special feature where it can detect if the blade is caught on something or if it's pinched, and it will shut off everything. It'll shut off the electricity, it'll put on the brake, it will try to stop it as quickly as possible before somebody gets hurt. So that's usually when someone gets hurt, is when the blade gets pinched and then the unit keeps spinning. You're not ready for it because you're just holding it more or less casually while you're working because you're so used to it. Blade gets pinched, and all of a sudden the unit wants to spin around and it's whacking everybody, or at least whacking you in your hand and your body, and it's just not a good scene. So this attempts to shut off as quickly as possible and be as safe as possible if that happens. And I was going to tell you, or I was going to show you also, that this guard moves. I'm going to pop the battery off. There is a little latch right there. If I depress that, I can then turn the guard. So I can have it over here. It's locked in place. If I depress the latch again, once you depress it, you can let it go. It'll lock into the next available spot, which in this case is right here. Let's do it again. there. And that's the same one. And then right there. And that's it. Can go almost all the way around. You can also take the safety guard off completely. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. Let's take off this guy. Get that hex key in there. Push down the button at the top. Let's put this back on. Don't want to misplace that. To take the safety rail off, the safety guard off completely, we have to spin it around, press the latch, and then spin it till see, it's designed to not let you get it off because it's safety first, right? Let's push this button down. Let's see if this helps. There we go. Safety guard's off, safety rail. This is that latch pin that locks it in different places. And now you can use it without the safety guard. Not recommended, but definitely possible if that's what you need. That's what you get in the box with the DEWALT angle grinder, the XR version.